with a little warm up. We're going to start with our little lateral lunges. No weights obviously, just warm up first. So, hands behind your back, in your lower back to keep your shoulders back. Legs nice and wide, and we're just going to hinge down, put our bottom back and back up. So just to warm up our legs, our hips, our knees, our ankles. All the way up. Couple more. Good. Okay, those little hip openers, so hands on your hips, feet hip width apart. So twist our knees out and back in again. We're just grabbing the floor with our toes. Just to lubricate those hips, that little rotation movement, that ball and socket. A couple more of those. 1 and 2. We're going to do some chest pulses. So just 3 little pulses back. Come across and just stretch out that back. 3 little pulses. And stretch. 3 pulses. Do it sideways so you can see me. Couple more. So our second exercise is chest, just to make sure that we're nice and warm up on them. Good. Okay, and we'll have some little marches, just to make sure that we're nice and warm. Slightly warm in here, it's like a little greenhouse today. Lovely. I did toy with the idea of doing this outside today, but there's so much noise outside. I think I'd be yelling like a fishwife. Okay, so nice and warm to that chest. Okay, and then just some little reaches up. Stretch out that side. Shoulders pressed out the weight. Nice little stretches. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to start with squats. So maybe we should just do a few little squats just to get our little quads and knees nice and loose. So just warming up these little squats. One more. Good. Okay, so we're going to start today with the squat. So we'll do Goblet Squat first. So we're going to hold our bell by the bell itself. Thumbs around the horns for safety, just keep nice and tight. We're going to go in to squats first. So that'll be our first exercise. Try and focus somewhere high so you keep your head up, chest up. Then we're going to do a 45-degree chest, which is just up slightly on that diagonal. Yeah, all the way up, all the way down. And then we're going to combine the two, but we're going to stay down the bottom. We're going to go flat for the chest. So we're going to go down to our squat, chest out, in, stand, down, out, in, and stand. If for any reason you're watching this and you can't do that on the down, squat first, come back up and then do your chest, that's fine. Okay, whatever you need to do. Then we go into our swings and cardio section. So you've got swings, or you can use burpees, squat jumps, burpees. I was laughing to say burpees because I know nobody ever does the burpees. Squat jumps, pretend skipping, jumping jacks, anything just to get your heart rate up. Okie dokes. So we're going to start off with those squats. We're working for 40 seconds. We're going to go back to back on these and have a little rest after the cardio section. Okay, so a little 10-second get ready. We're going into those squats first. So nice goblet squat. Little tip is to rest the handle on your collarbone. Keeps your head up, chest up. Nice wide squats. Nice and powerful on the up. Few seconds. Good, okay. Into that chest, so we're going to go out at 45 degrees. So up. Suck that belly button in. Good, and then we're going to squat and chest. So squat down, chest out, back in, up, down, out, in, back up. So we're staying down in that squat while we do the press. One and in. Then we're going to swings for our first cardio section. And rest 15 seconds. Going to come back in with that squat. Okay, so goblet squat. So bell up on your collarbone resting. Down to our squat. Remember you're pushing into your heels. Keep that chest up. Keeping that bell nice and close to your body. And up, okay, into that 45-degree chest. I'm going to turn my bell upside down for this one. Find it a bit easier to control the bell. Weight. Nearly done. Good. Into that squat and chest. So going to squat down, hold into that squat, push out, back in. Make sure those knees don't cave. Good. Into those swings or cardio. Whichever one you fancy. Jumping jacks are fine. Jump on the spot is fine. If you've got a jump rope's fine. Skaters, anything like that is fine. And take a little rest, 15 seconds. Going to do a clean to squat this time. Mix it up a little bit. So to the swing through to the squat, okay? So you're going to clean the bell up first. Up, squat. Back through the legs. Up, squat. Back through the legs. Nice and warm now. Good. Okay, into that chest, so 45 degrees again. So just going to push up. And a nice angle. Nice and controlled. Don't throw the bell around. Good. Okay, into those squats then with the chest. So squat down, chest out, and back up. Let's go for 2 chest. 1, 2, back up. 2 again. Little bit of time under tension for those legs. 2 more. Let's go to single. Okay, swings the next and we go hand to hand. Make sure you change at the top if you're picking these. Nearly done. And rest 15 seconds. We'll clean and squat on the other hand this time. Okay, so swing back through, clean up, and squat down. Back up through, clean, squat. Back through, clean, squat. Good. Okay, into that 45-degree chest. it's hot here today. One more. Good. Into that squat and chest, so flat chest for these. So just out in front. Rest into that cardio section, same as before. I think that's over the window in a minute. Some air in. So far cry from the cold, wintry weather we had back in January, isn't it? Alright then, rest. 2 minutes rest, just excuse me while I open the window. Okay. So next we've got our lateral lunge with our full raise. And then the combo of the two. Okay, so your lateral lunge, as always, we're just going to go down. No row or anything with this one, just a lunge, so down, come back up again. Yeah, so just bell to the floor, back up. Okay, then we've got our full raise, which is our hold by the bell, all the way up, all the way down, and you just do it steady on the way down, nice and slow. Okay, you might want to drop your weight or get a dumbbell for the next one, because this is a lateral lunge with the raise. So you're going to go down and raise, come back up, go down and raise. So alternating sides on this one. Okay, then we've got cardio and swings, swings and cardio, or swings if you want to, or cardio if you want to, don't mind. Okay, so same format again, lateral lunge first, and then the full raise, and then we're going to kind of combine the two. Got 30 seconds left, I'm just going to fold my mat up so I've got some mat to stand on properly. There we go. Okay, so 20 seconds left of rest. Or dancing time, whichever you want. Okay, so here we go then into that lateral, down, and back up again. So you might want to use a heavier bell for this one if you want, because there's no row and no lifts in this bit at all. So if you want to get a heavier bell or a heavier dumbbell, that's fine. And you want to get a nice tabletop on that back. Bottom goes back. It's quite nice on that one actually. And rest. Into that full raise now. So hold your bell by the bell, thumb around the horns again, and we're just going to go all the way up. And then down nice and slowly, all the way up, and down nice and slowly again. Okay, so lighter bell if you need to for this one. Into that lateral, bell goes to the floor, and comes up. Okay, change. Up. Again, nice and steady. We're not throwing them in the air. When we get those muscles working properly. Good, and rest. Into that cardio or swings, whichever you fancy. I'll do cardio on this one, swings on the next. Three, two, 1, 15 seconds of rest. Okay, ready for our lateral lunge for the other side this time. So nice and wide. That bottom's going to go back as we go down, okay? So bell on the other hand, come over to your opposite foot and down. Back up. You want to keep those shoulders back. If you need to, put that hand on your lower back. Once you know what you're doing, you can put your head in neutral so you're not craning up to look at the screen. Good. Into that full raise again. So hand on the bell, all the way up. Nice and steady on the way down. Last one. Get it in, good, good. Then we're going to combine the two again. So lateral, down, shoulders, and up. Going to go into our swings. So we go hand to hand on these again. Like the hand to hand ones, all the way up. Nearly done. And rest. Take a little rest. 15 seconds. It's a bit heavier for this lateral. So back to your first side for the laterals. Down. And that shoulder isn't flopping forward. It's nice and held back. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Good. Okay, into that full raise. So hold your bell by the bell all the way up. Slowly down. You can soften those elbows a bit if you need to. You're just hinging from the shoulders, not from the elbows like a curl. And rest. Into that lateral lunge with a little raise. So down to the side, raise up, down. Into that cardio. Got one more round of these after this. And rest 15 seconds. Get ready for that lateral lunge again, come back in. So other hand. Okay, we ready? So get that bell. Lateral lunge down. Remember there's no row or anything on these. Just purely for those legs and those glutes. Hand behind your back if you need to. Helps keep that lower back nice and flat because you can feel it if it's going to round out or not. Rest. Go into that full raise. I'm just going to drop my weight a bit for this one because my back's killing me from yesterday. Back and shoulders. All the way down. Good. And then into that lunge and full raise. Go down. Lateral lunge. Raise up. Come back up. Other side. Go as wide as you need to. Last lot of swings, side back, use those hips, two minutes rest after this. And take a little rest, 2 minutes rest. Get yourself a drink. Breath back for a few minutes. Okay, so the last section. Can't believe how fast that's gone today. We've got swings, which are full swings, so I'll demonstrate those in a sec. Then our clean and press, which we all know. Bent over row. And then into our cardio section. So we're going to use our cardio section at the end of this, because we will have done our swings at the beginning of the round. So just cardio, unless you want to do swings, that's up to you, but rather than get bored doing the same thing all the time. Change up a little bit, since you hit that light. Okay, so your full swing, just the same as your normal swing, but as you come up to the top here, you're going to give yourself a little bit more of a hip thrust to get it up above your head. Okay, so you have 2 hands on the bell. I use my little fingers at the side to follow the horns, I don't know if you can see that. So they stabilise the bell on the way up. Okay, so we're going to go to our usual swing. If you want to get one for momentum, you can do. So we're going to go one for momentum and we're going to go all the way up and through. Little hold at the top. And your bell at the top is kind of at that angle, not that angle, because you don't want it to flop over your fingers. So try and hold at the top. I'll see if I can go back a bit further back without hitting anything. Just to show you at the top. So, going to go back, one for momentum, and then all the way up. So you can see that, can you? It's kind of, it's almost like you're holding it like that as it comes to the top. If that makes sense. Okay? So we've got full swings. Our clean and press, so we're going to clean up. First, press, swing through. Next one, yeah? Then we're going to go into our bent over row, up to the hip. So these are nice and isolated. There's not much legs involved in this one really, a bit of hips but no legs. And then our cardio at the end. Okay? So, a little sip of water before we start. I'm going to come straight in. So we're into those full swings. Don't forget, one for momentum first and then we'll get going. Okay, so hands on your bell. Hike back, one for momentum, then all the way up. Hold, down, hold, down. So it's just a little stop at the top, literally half a second. I've done these for ages, I feel like. And they go really quickly as well. Good. Okay, into our clean and press. So hike back, clean up, and press. Back through. Good. And then into that bent over row. So you're going to pull into your hip. Into that cardio section. If you want to go back to the swings, you're more than welcome to. And if you don't feel comfortable doing those full swings, just do normal swings are fine, okay? Don't stress yourself out over it. There we go, and rest. 15 seconds rest. I'm going to come back in to those full swings again. Whew. Okay. So, height back, one momentum all the way up. And rest, clean and press. So through those legs, clean up and press. Okay, into that bent over row. So you should all be on the same arms for these two moves. And we're just going to pull up into that hip. Good. Into that cardio. Whew. And the rest, 15. Okay, so we're into those full swings again. Okay, so height back. One for mental, use those little fingers to stabilise the bell. You don't want it flopping over the back of your wrist. Use those hips. Rest. Into that clean and press. Swing through. Into that bent over row. Count when it's timed. Do it all the time. Absolutely nuts. Okay, into that cardio section. Got one round after this, guys. Go and take a little rest. 15 seconds. Back into those full swings. Okay. Last ones. Last sets, best sets, best sets. Oh my god. Rest, clean and press, hike back, clean up and press, back through. Can't talk anymore. Few more. Nearly done. One more. All the way up and down into that bent over row. Last one of these now. Whoops. The last one of any from me then. Cardio, last bit. Nearly done. 35 seconds to go. Ten seconds. And rest. Well done, folks. Get yourself a drink, get your breath back, and then we'll have a little stretchy. Pop these weights back. Okay, so let's just get our breath back then. Big breath in, all the way up. And down. In. And out. In. And out. Okay, so leg stretch first. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm going to bend this back leg. Push your bottom back. Going to push back. Going to tilt that bottom up a little bit. Lift that toe at the front. And then if you can't feel that stretch going into your glutes, just push your chest out. And that should take that stretch up to your glutes. Okay, and bend both knees, come back up. Change legs. Same again. Push your bottom back first. Tilt it up. Lift that toe. And then chest out. Take that stretch all the way up. And bend both knees, come up. Okay, change legs. Change legs. Quad stretch. Oh my god, I'm tired now. Tired and hot and bothered. So quad, so I just go opposite arm, opposite leg, I don't know why. Just feels nice. And change. And release. And push forward now, stretch out that back. So a nice big push forward. Push, 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 push. And then bring those hands round to the back. Hold on to that wrist. Pull down first. And then lift that hand. You don't want to extend your ribs at this point. Just keep your chest nice and low. And just use your hands to stretch that chest out. Okay, and relax. Shoulders all the way across. Hold just a little bit higher than your elbow. And relax. Same on the other side. So always hold above the elbow, not below it. And relax. A few nice big shoulder circles back. And a big clap. Because I'm sure when you do this, you'll have done well. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you. Oh, and I'm live on Thursday, actually in the studio, well, outside the studio. So if you haven't booked on for that yet, please do if there's any space left, and I'll see you soon.